Welcome back, guys. This is Thomas from TradeWin. In this video, I will share with you my conclusions about the review I made from the Nexus Blast Judas Swing model. For those of you who don't know me yet, TradeWin mission is about debunking the lies we keep being told on YouTube about our favorite gurus. My mission is to empower traders, retail traders specifically, with professional level backtest data to make informed decisions. And I do that thanks to my unique TradeWin technology. So today's victim is Nexus Blast with his Judas Swing model. So this guy came and claimed on YouTube that his strategy had a 90% win rate, it's mechanical, he shares a protocol about that. It's from the family of the Judas Swing ICT concept. So let's debunk in this video what really this is about. By the way, if you are one of the 57,000 people watching him, then you will like what's coming. Let's bring the results. So to be really specific, I tried many variations of the strategy. In fact, as you could have seen in my previous video, I defined more than 240 strategy variations. I do my backtesting thanks to automated backtesting. So the strategy for that to work needs to be fully mechanical, okay? And I do that thanks to the power of computing on many symbols for the past 15 years. Nobody has ever done that and shared that in the world. So welcome to TradeWin. For those of you who know how I work, I like defining my strategies through ugly names. Here is my variation corresponding to the Nexus Blast strategy, which means we trade with the periods defined in his video. So here, as we will only be reviewing the New York AM only session from 8 to 13 AM New York time, this means that the previous London session is from midnight to 8 AM. Okay, so those will be the London high and the London low liquidity levels you will be interested in. Here I decided to present the 0% FVG, which means that for the entry, so yeah, a quick recall before going further, you absolutely need to watch the Nexus Blast video explaining what his strategy is about, okay? Basically, that's just a Judas Swing strategy, and we wait for a fair value gap to be formed in the direction of the reversal in order to enter the trade, okay? That's the global thing you need to know about, but please go and review his video. So once we know that, the idea is to enter the trade when we touch the FVG, okay? For myself and for all my trade winners, we also backtested the 50% FVG, meaning that we wait until half of the FVG is filled before entering, and also 100% FVG where we wait the full FVG to be filled. Fine. And the TP is the take profit condition here fixed to 2R. Okay, so we traded that on ES futures, which is S&P futures, in the 5-minute time frame. Okay, I gave specific example on the routine of the strategy in this video I uploaded last week. Okay, where I'll show you on the left the graph and on the right how TradeWin with its automated routine details each step of the mechanic of the Nexus Blast Judas Swing strategy. Okay, this will help you to understand what TradeWin really is about and how it is powerful. So now we see that. Let's bring the results. I don't want this video to be really long, so let's bring the results. Here we got the specific performance for the Nexus Blast Judas Swing strategy, only trading during New York AM session. As entry, we specified 0% FVG, which means just we touch the FVG is enough to enter the trade, and we fix the take profit target to 2R. Okay. Nexus Blast initially tested that on ES on the 5-minute time frame, and here is the performance curve from late 2008, almost 2009, until October 2023. Okay, nobody has ever done that on the internet, and I'm sharing with you that for free, because I want you to know the truth about what really this strategy is about. If those I would say crazy strategy names don't ring any bell, please have a look at my previous videos, 1/3, 2/3, and this is the third video of the Nexus Blast session, I will say. Okay, so what have we got here is that on the left, this is the overall performance curve in multiples of R. Why do I do that? And not only in percentages. The percentages is represented here on the right. Okay, but before talking about that, why I do my backtest and I plot the results in terms of R multiples. This is because if any one of you want to have a look at what the precise performance would have been in the past, you can take and start your study anywhere. This means that, for example, if you try to backtest Nexus Blast for the past year, starting, I don't know, 2023, okay, maybe you were somewhere here, okay, that's 2022, 2024, somewhere here in the middle, okay. So we imagine that here is the 0 point. So you were first in drawdown during some months, and then you were in profit, okay? So maybe here 15R of drawdown and then 10R of profits, okay? This is accurate to think like this. Another example, if we take here the beginning, okay, 2009, it's accurate to say that if you traded that until 2010, okay, here the peak, you would have made near to, yeah, I guess 35, near 40 R profits, okay, during this 1 year, okay? That's really important to keep in mind, okay? So the overall trend, I would say, is downwards. That's obvious for you. You can analyze that on your own. You can see that 2022 was a real good year to trade that. You would have made 25R over the whole year with no significant drawdown. But the overall strat, as you saw, is down. Okay. So that makes me say that this strategy is not, I will say, a tank that can cross all market conditions without having significant drawdown. Here the max drawdown is, I bet, since this time, if we started trading the strategy in 2012, okay, you would have never recovered, okay, with this same Nexus Blast strategy, Judas Swing, okay. Here is more than 11 years of drawdown, okay. Do I think this is a good strategy? The answer is no. But does any strategy, mechanical strategy, work over the long term for 15 years, even if market conditions change? I don't know. And for now, I have not found any. Okay. This is why it's important to consider that anyone working for hedge funds do not trade single strategies. They have a lot of different strategies, one offsetting each other, okay? And that's what really portfolio management is about. It's not just sticking to one simple strategy and hoping it holds and give you profit over the long term. That's not the case, okay? And on the right, you can see the percentage performance. risking 1% per trade since the beginning. Okay, so you can see that because this is a huge downtrend, everything here is a downtrend also. Important to consider that I implement spreads in my backtest to make them more realistic. Okay, and in the next slide here, I have updated the spread, okay, to eventually take commissions into account. Okay, so here on ES, this represents doubling, in fact, the spread, and the conclusion is obvious, is that because of the spread, we have more losses over the long term. Okay, that's the main thing you got, and here the terrible performance curve in percentages. Okay, so in conclusion, I would let you have a look at this if you want to study more the graphs in detail. But the conclusion is that the original Nexus Blast Judas Swing model is not profitable over the long term on ES on the 5-minute time frame. However, as we saw in some curves, okay, specific years have a great performance. And it's a wrong thing to say that this is just a shitty strategy that doesn't yield and hasn't yielded anything in the past. If you selected the right periods, I would say by luck, you would have done maybe some profits, but over the long term, this is not a profitable strategy. And the overall win rate is 35%, really far from the 90% claimed by Nexus Blast. So here are the conclusions, and this is the data you should consider now when looking at this specific strategy. I did more than 240 variations on 8 symbols for 15 years on futures and 20 years on Forex. I'm still available. You can access to the specific calls and explanations with all the results. By results, I mean trade logs. Each trade for each strategy has been logged, and you can verify it on your own. And contrary to what some people could think that I'm doing, I'm publishing some random statistics about my studies. The few guys that have been working closely to me know that there is no bullshit behind what I do. So just have a look by yourself. Here is the study. You will join plenty of amazing people who have been helping me for this study specifically. That's the point for the Nexus Blast Judas Swing review. I'm closing now the work on this study. I often get confused about what people think I'm doing, so I need to just recall that for you. My objective is just to debunk the lies YouTubers tells us, okay? Running the most advanced 15-year backtest nobody does in the world. And I'm giving this access to you for $20. Yeah, but $20, that's at the same time nothing, because if you would be really doing some impressive work, you would charge much more. So to that, I answer no, I don't want to charge more, because I believe retail traders, and that's just, yes, my ideology, I believe retail traders deserve to know the truth with all the bullshit being said on YouTube. Okay? I'm asking you $20 to get access if you are interested in. Again, that's, you do whatever you want. But it will be a shame for me to just watch as 57,000 people did the Nexus Blast strategy, trade it after that in your funded account or challenge account, lose money because no proper backtest was performed on this strategy, okay? And you will end up losing much more than $20, okay? So again, that's a service I'm offering the community, and my only hope is that targeting enough people will cover the cost for me of spending my time doing this work for you, okay? Why don't I make people only pay if it's profitable? Because first, that's not the objective. My objective is just to debunk the real statistics behind the strategy, okay? And I don't even know if anything yielding a 15-year significant profits exists, okay? So that doesn't make sense to me to only make people pay. If not, I'll die and I will just stop doing what I do. That's not the purpose of my business. However, if something impressive happens in my backtest, then I will be no problem selling that for a more fair price. And I suggesting to pump the price to at least $200. I asking you, in fact, this question: are $20 worth knowing if a strat on YouTube and its variations are really profitable or not through the best backtesting routine you will find on the internet? I personally think it is, and that's why I set the price to $20. I set the price to $20 because that's personally what I would risk if a random guy came on the internet telling me that he just offers some kind of data and to debunk the kind of truth behind YouTube strategies, okay? That's what I would be willing to lose, and that's why I'm setting this price to $20, and I don't intend to make it increase, okay? Fine. So that's all for me. Thanks for your time and thanks for your support. TradeWin starts to gain some traction. That's awesome. And I will continue hard working to debunk the lies we keep being told on YouTube. That's the end of the presentation. You will find just 2 annexes where I give some additional elements on the Nexus Blast core model I backtested. Here is a slide on the fair value gap selection. Okay, I will let you read that. And another slide on how I define the stop loss to make it really clear for you. So that's all for me. You could stop the video and have a look at that. Have a good time and see you soon.